welcome to Wiggin with Christy. These videos are going to be different. This is going to be a series of bringing you in on my tummy tuck journey. And so I ask that this series is going to be a little different. The comments might be disabled or they will be monitored. So I ask that you speak with kindness and non-judgment on my journey, or the comments will be disabled. I am doing this because I had made a post and several had asked that I go ahead and document this journey. It might not have been you, and you might not agree with this journey, so that's okay. But I'm doing it for those people that actually asked me to, and asked me to take them on this journey. So please keep in mind this is a very personal journey for me, and there's going to be days where I'm going to be excited, and there's going to be days that I'm not excited. There's going to be days that I'm probably going to say, why did I do this? And there's going to be days that I'm really happy about it. But please know that my intentions are pure. My motives are pure for doing this surgery. And I hope you stick around and just see. If it's not your thing, don't worry about it. You can stick with the wig reviews or the other videos that I do. You don't need to watch this one if it's not your cup of tea. So let's go into, yesterday I filmed 10 days pre-surgery, and then I will talk about today.
17 miles. Continue straight on.
So, we are on our way to my pre-op appointment. 10 days before my surgery. And it's kind of really shocking that we're already at this point. A lot of people have more time sometimes to process and get ready. We had my initial consultation appointment a week ago last Friday. And we kind of knew we needed it to happen sooner or later, or things just got really busy for work. So when I asked if they had a date in February, and I apologize for the bouncing because I'm holding my cell phone, they said, well, they actually could get me in on March 4th, which we knew March was the month I needed to do it, or I was probably going to have to wait another year. We just have things going on in our family. You know, Easter's coming up, and I work at a church, and then it's summer and camps and vacations, and my sister's having a baby and needing to go be with her, and then, you know, the fall comes, and then Rick has beak with UPS. So, and then it's Christmas, and so we knew literally it was going to be either another year or this. So I had saved up a little bit of a down to put down on it already. So it kind of worked out. But at the same time, with that comes like not being able to mentally prepare for it. Now, I will say this. I have been wanting a tummy tuck even before I lost weight. I've always had loose skin just from being overweight my entire life. And then having 2 C-sections. But then once I lost all this weight, and I've always, here's the thing, I always had weight in weird spots. And so, basically, I remember like asking him to lipo, you know, a couple areas. He's like, oh yeah, I can make you look real good. He goes, but you should lose the weight first. And I'm like, yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, I ended up losing the weight, not for that, just for me. But, you know, I never thought I could lose as much weight as I have. And I'm literally half my size from at my highest weight. And so we kind of knew, I always wanted to, you know, if I'm going to work this hard and I got this up, I'd really like to get this done. He could care less. He, you know, has told me, I love you how you are. You don't need this. I'm on board if you want it, but know that I love you how you are. And so that's really great and supportive, and that means the world. However, I want this done for me. Medically, it's necessary. When you lose this much weight, you have a good amount of skin, and it affects a little differently my belly button. So I'm just gonna say, if you don't want to hear all this, get off now. Press stop. You can exit the video. But my belly button, it's had some issues with the massive weight loss. You can't really see in my belly button because the skin hangs, okay? So because of that, you know, I can clean it all I want, but it was just having some infection issues. I've also had a C-section twice, where the doctor, I've heard some C-section doctors will like take an inch or two of the loose skin and pull it tighter. My doctor never did that for me. So I've always had a pouch. You know, it's funny, I look back at some of the pictures when I was heavier and I lost weight, but I never had a pouch until kids. I call it the kangaroo pouch, right? And so that immediately started affecting me. I actually, after I had my son from a C-section, I had a huge, large indent on my pouch. Like, it was weird. Like someone literally carved into my stomach. And I still have it, even with losing weight. It's not as big, obviously, but it's really weird. It's where some skin tissues or something, I don't even know. But, you know, these are all the effects that happen when you lose a lot of weight. So, you know, I'm excited that it's coming up. I'm nervous. You know, I have a almost 9-year-old, almost 7-year-old, and they homeschool, but they go to a tutoring center 3 days a week. So, figuring all that out and getting them to their tutoring center, and that's, you know, at least they're not small. When I had my last surgery in 2015, my son was 16 months old. I couldn't lift him at all. And so that, I remember that being tough. But now with my kids, they can take care of themselves. They can get themselves dressed. They can hang up their clothes. They can put away their laundry. Like, you know, they can shower themselves. They can do everything. So I'm just gonna have to tell them I just can't pick them up. So, other than that, it's like, you know, good timing, and just excited about it, figuring out everything I'm gonna need. I'm not gonna stay at a hotel down by my doctor. He's an hour from me. Last time I had my cosmetic surgery, I didn't stay the night either down there. So that I know of right now, what we're doing is we're doing a full tummy tuck. He is lipoing the flanks. I think that's the side, like the side hips. Anyway, and then also lipoing underneath, like on the sides of my upper stomach. That's always been a rough area for me, even when I was heavier. I've always had a hard time losing weight right there, kind of underneath my bra strap, on the sides, and under right there. So I will have a few drains for, I think he said I'll have 2 drains for 2 weeks. So we'll see. We're going to the pre-op appointment, then I have to go get my blood work and get all my prescriptions. One thing is, like, never knew all this stuff. Like, supposedly pineapple has an ingredient that helps you not bruise or swelling or something like that. So I ordered this ingredient, or what the main ingredient's called. They said it's better to buy the capsules of it or the tablets. So I ordered that off of Amazon. It's like Brohinium. I'll put that right here, right there, what it's called. I ordered that already. My doctor is not recommending any binders or garments for a few weeks. So I don't know. I did buy a binder in it. It's actually, they run small, FYI. Like, I'm usually a size small, medium, usually from anywhere from extra small to a medium. And I bought the binder in a medium, and I don't know if it's because clearly I have lots of loose skin, but I tried it on this morning. It was quite tight, but I can still get it to work, but I'm gonna be swollen. So I'm not sure how that, but he doesn't like to do that because he wants the blood flow to be able to go where it needs to. So we'll see. I also have talks with a friend who's a massage therapist about doing some massages, the lymphatic massage, lymphatic, can't say that. That helps with swelling and trauma, with the toxins that want to enter your body, and your body release those toxins to try to fight off the trauma and whatever. So that helps with the swelling. And so looking into that, he doesn't recommend them for a few weeks, but yeah, so we'll see how the pre-op appointment goes, blood work, and getting all my prescriptions. So the doctor just came in, we took pictures, but I got a little bit more dressed, but all of this is coming off. He is getting lipo right here. He said not that much. He's getting lipo right here, a little bit on my flanks. He says it was just genetics. And take all this off and do like a pulling mechanism. We're also going to re-sew my muscles together. This is all loose skin though. All this. But this is what happens when you lose half your size. So today is 9 days before surgery. A couple follow-up things from yesterday's video is I will not be staying the night down there. In fact, my doctor even said I don't even need to come down the day after, because he said you're an hour away, you're not going to fill up to driving down. He said, and don't get to a hotel because you'll get stuck there, because you're not going to want to move. So I was like, okay. So he's like, just go home. He said the next day, if you don't want to come down, just send me pictures, and then he'll see me the following Friday. I still need to go get my blood work and turn in my prescriptions. He did give me a lab slip and all my prescriptions, so I do need to go do that. Today has been a harder day emotionally for me. I think I'm feeling the pressure of not everyone's going to be on board with this journey. I'm a people pleaser. I like to make everyone happy. I really do. Even though I know I can't make everyone happy, I am the type of person, and I've gotten a lot better with this, but I'm the type of person that I don't like when people think wrong about me. So I know there's going to be people that are for this journey and some that aren't. I know there's going to be people that are going to think this is a vain journey. But I just want to make it very publicly known that this is something that's needed cosmetically and it's needed medically. My husband has told me several times, you don't need to get this done. I love you how you are. If you don't want it done, I'm totally fine with it. Like, he goes, you're doing this for you. He said, but I want you to know that if you decide tomorrow not to do this, I'm okay. Like, he goes, I love you how you are. I don't think you need it. But he goes, I want you to be happy. Here's the thing, and today's my emotions have been kind of a little haywire, because I don't want anybody to think that I am judging anybody for how they look, or maybe at a place that they're at, maybe with their weight. I don't want people to feel like, that's great for you, you lost the weight, now you're having, you know, tummy tuck, and I'm over here struggling with my weight. There's a few mindsets that come and emotions that come with that. And one is, I feel for you, I see you, and I hear you, because I've been there. I know those emotions, and so I don't want to be insensitive. However, I do know that there comes a point in your life where you have to make a decision. And I say that with grace and with love and kindness. Is I tried for so many years pills, shakes, products, juices, magic powders, fad diets, you know, a blood chemistry pill. Like, I tried so many different things, people. And I was one of those people that just thought I was never going to lose the weight. And I know I've talked about this in my APT videos, So this is not an Optavia video, but I lost my weight with Optavia if you're here new to the tummy tuck journey. I'm a coach for Optavia, love the program. It is a medically based program about fueling your body with nutrition. So it's all food based, and then it's learning to break off the mindsets. So the mindsets that I have broken off my life is that it's not meant to be this way. I'm not designed to be overweight my entire life. It's up to me to create the life I want. And getting stuck in that victim mentality for years dragged me down in so many different rabbit holes. It was not good. It was not good for my relationships. It was not good for me as a person. It was not good. And all I know is I got desperate enough. And, you know, I look back and I even tell some of my clients, I don't know what kept me going every day, because my journey was a long journey. I don't know what kept me going every day. I think eventually I started feeling good, started seeing the number move. And after that, I'm a stubborn person, you know, I'm a driven person. Deep down, I had kind of lost that. And so I think once I started realizing that, I set those small goals for me. So, sorry, not to get off on a tangent, but my heart is hurting today because I don't want someone sitting behind the screen going, she's trying to just like show off. I don't want people to think that I'm being vain about this. I don't want people to think that this is all about me and like, does that make sense? I want people to know that I'm doing this because I posted, several people asked for me to bring them on the journey, and I'm bringing you on a very personal journey. So my surgery's on March 4th, and I was thinking about something the other day. March 4th. What does that sound to you? Marching forth. Marching forth as a new creation. Marching forth as a new being. Marching forth in all the good things that God has for me. Marching forth on the next step of my journey. When I thought of that, I didn't even literally think about that until like several days after I scheduled. And I was like, whoa. Because today, honestly, I'm feeling like, am I doing this? Like, is it okay that I'm doing this? Is it okay that I'm getting a tummy tuck? How are people going to feel? Like, are people going to think I'm vain? You know, I know of, and I've heard of people that don't agree with tummy tuck surgeries. And I've told people that it's unbiblical. No one's told me that. Okay, no one's told me that. But I've heard of those cases. And thank God no one's come up to me and said that. Just gonna be honest. I don't know what I would say to that. That's tough. That is tough. And more power to you if you have faced that and have stood strong and have walked in grace and love and mercy in that, of how you respond to that person. For me, it's kind of sad. You know, this stomach has been with me my whole life. It's given me my 2 kids, seen many sad days. It's carried a lot of weight, a lot of fat. It's carried a lot of emotions. And the weight loss, the weight that I carried for me resembles a lot of stuff in my life that I was carrying. And I want to let go of it. I want to let go of that feeling, the last of that feeling. But I don't want to let go of that girl. I want to remember her. I want to remember her struggle. And I want to keep relatable. Does that make sense? Yeah, I've lost over 100 pounds. Yeah, I've lost actually more than that. I've lost half my size. Yeah, I'm in a size 4 now. Maybe be smaller, hopefully, with the surgery. But I've also been a size 22. I've also been the girl that could not shop at all the stores that her friends shopped. I've also been the girl that was never asked out to prom. I've never been the girl that was asked out on a date. Well, not until I got older. You know, I was always the girl that was talked about. I was the girl when I was in 4th or 5th grade that the guys mooed at. I don't want to forget. And I'm not trying to erase my past. But I also want to march forth in who I am now. Because who I am now, I love me now. Not that I didn't love me before, but I wasn't living and I wasn't happy. If you're happy where you're at, that's great. That is great. Be happy where you're at. Love yourself. No matter what, as long as you love yourself and are happy where you're at, that's where you need to be. If you want more for yourself, then go get more for yourself. Don't live in shame in that. And I refuse to live in shame over that. There's going to be hard days and there's going to be bad days, but I am living the life I want to live. I'm living what I believe is what God's allowed me to live. And God's provided. Like, you know, I had a good chunk down. I had about 30% down on my surgery. The date alone, I feel is very God. Now, I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. I'm a worship pastor. So, I love God's signs. And so March 4th to me was just like God saying, Christy, you're marching forth. You're marching forth in who I've created you to be and on this new level. And for me, I have to remember and hold on to that when I start to be like, what are people going to think? What are they going to say? Are people going to think I'm being vain or self-conceited or loving myself too much? You know what? I'm sorry. If anybody tells you you're not allowed to love yourself, they have some issues. You are allowed to love yourself, because until you love yourself, you can't pour out and love others. And I've said that in some quotes. You got to love yourself before you can love the rest of people in your life. You got to love God, love yourself. But if you don't love yourself, you will not exuberate true love to others in your life. I don't know if that makes sense. But you got to be happy with you, regardless of where you're at, regardless of your size or the number on the scale. Because the scale, we don't live by the scale. We live how we feel. Okay? And that's what my program focuses on, is how we feel. Health. Living in health. What does that mean for you? And one of the main things of living in health for me is loving myself. It's okay to love yourself. So, thank you for listening to this journey. I don't know when I'll do the next update video, but I'm very thankful. And it's going to be a wild ride. So, let's do this.